You are listening to another Third Coast Nerds podcast. Do not run with scissors. Unless it's an emergency. Then hold a knife in your other hand. People always run faster when holding a knife.
Oh yes, bring that down.
You can hold that.
Yeah, the entire show.
Running with scissors. We look at that every time. Actually, I forgot it was there until it said scissors.
I just wish I was the one that shot that shotgun.
Who did?
Whoever gave it to
Who
us.
gave that to us? Where were
It
we
was at the NVIDIA conference.
Yeah,
I remember right.
The one in Dallas.
Yeah, the one I didn't get to go to. I inherited that twice.
Yeah. One of the booths there was giving it away late at night at one of the after parties, and
Oh yeah.
I got it and ended up at Kyle's.
I thought Dane got it, and then you
Well,
stole it.
it was
and
me
then
and
I
him.
stole it from you.
I don't remember.
It's mine now. That's the whole point.
All that matters is that this house owns it now.
Right?
It was a legit shot too.
Yeah, it was.
Wadding on it.
It was straight up shot. So yeah.
Now it looks like he's falling with scissors.
Now, yeah. Now it's just don't run downhill with scissors.
Don't fall with scissors.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's skiing. Maybe he could be like skiing.
Would
with
that be
scissors.
knee skiing though?
Oh no, he's got a foot down. You got to think of the angle of the
Think of the
mountain.
chipper. I got a note. It just says T-ski. I don't know why.
T-ski.
T-ski.
Ski, motherfucker.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Good beginnings. Good beginnings.
Right?
Brought to you by tequila.
Brought to you by tequila.
Very
and
expensive tequila.
that burns. It burns
Shit
a
is
lot.
Hot.
This shit
Yeah.
is smooth.
It was
It
delicious.
is tasty.
I don't know anything about alcohol, so
You don't hold it in your mouth and go,
I bet you know more about alcohol than you want to let people on to know. You know about. You know, like stupid shit drinkers don't know about alcohol.
I know academic stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know experience stuff.
You see, we have street smarts when it comes to drinking.
You just know not to mix with MD4040.
Exactly.
Get the mic in your face. Come on, act like you're on the show.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thought I was. Shit's all fucking loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
Well,
Kyle will tighten that right up for you.
Yeah.
We got booms. The mic can come to you. You don't have to come to the mic.
no.
Yeah. I was wiggling around.
You want to take it straight on.
do you want
Yeah,
to cup?
take it
Do you
straight
have
on.
to cup anything?
No, you
No.
can try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes
The stepchildren?
Sometimes it helps.
You know, this it's kind of like a uniball, like a Lance Armstrong right here. And
You're eating a meatball sub, not licking a lollipop. That's how you want it. You know.
Okay. you got. There was a
You
twinkle.
you gotta hold it like this.
When you said meatball sub, you got a twinkle in your eye I haven't seen in years.
We know what Neil's
when was the
having
last
for lunch
time you
tomorrow.
saw me eat a meatball sub?
You know what?
did you see twinkles in his eyes often in the past?
I'm not gonna say I didn't see them.
he used to deliver meatball subs. So.
Yeah, they were smothered in underwear.
Yeah. Increase sell value.
I've
Yeah.
never
You
had
should
that
turn
option
that.
as
You
your
should
job.
give that
Yeah,
back. Once
you
you got
can-
a hair in your drink.
Yeah, I think so.
Smothered in underwear.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't aware that there were just pubes
Yeah.
about,
Well,
That's why I
that's the other
protect my
podcast.
drink
Yeah.
with a lid.
Pube cast.
Yeah, pube cast. Yeah, so we're off to a great start.
Yeah.
We did all the fucking good talk.
Yeah, we
right
saw the good
before.
talk. We had like a 15-minute pre-show and then
Right.
just jumped into it. I was like, we should put theme music
Yeah, why,
on.
why haven't
Just
we?
going with
Why
it.
haven't we just started talking about this on the show?
Could just edited it.
Why hasn't
Right.
computer voice said something?
You could inception it in. See, now I got it in pre-show and during
yeah.
the show itself.
Double
Yeah.
inception.
So
Yeah.
if you put the pre-show in the show, then it's triple.
Yeah,
inception?
like you can have some of that music, like you're going to like
13
fade away.
hours ago, but 2 days from now.
Exactly.
yeah.
So, no, real quick aside, I just now caught up with the latest episode of Arrow.
Nice.
Or not yesterday's.
Okay, so
last
the
week's.
crossover then.
Yeah, the crossover.
Yeah.
Which I haven't even watched up to
Flash.
Flash up to that point. So I was
It
like,
really was more Flash than Arrow.
Yeah, because I was like,
Yeah.
there's some more shit I'm going to have to watch. But I like the time travel, the way they handle that.
Is that the first time you've seen that on any of the two shows?
No. So I've seen them play with the time travel thing. I didn't really like the way they handled it first in Flash.
The tidal wave one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one seemed a lot.
It
seemed a
seemed
lot
like he
more
started to learn
plausible.
his lesson.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? Butterflies. Heroes reference. Yeah.
yeah, I'm a little behind on that.
I just started singing Reading Rainbow in my head.
Oh,
I've got
Why
a
not
random
loud?
I've
Not
got a
loud.
random Nelly song and Reading Rainbow now. So here
What
we go.
Nelly song?
All right.
Mash
Sing
it up.
Whatever you said. The Dig Juice.
Oh, pimp juice? You got,
Yeah,
I didn't
dick
say
juice.
dick juice. He said dick juice.
No,
I just said dick.
You
We
said
said
I
dick,
said
I said
dick.
juice.
He said
Yeah.
juice.
Dick
I say
juice.
dick.
Yeah, like
he
yeah,
say
I
juice.
say dick, you say juice.
Dick.
Yeah, it was dick juice word because
Yeah.
there
was
was
just
that
gonna
game
be-
y'all wanted to play and we
were
realized
gonna,
we
were
would
gonna
break
do
it.
we were
Yeah.
gonna make a story in the round. Everyone gets one word, and it was like a who's line kind of thing. And then
We
Kenneth
quickly
just
realized
goes,
every third word can't be dick, or
Yeah.
every fourth
Yeah.
word.
It will
There's
break
no
it.
possible way for us
That
to make
just
this work.
ups the challenge, right? I mean, it's like you have 2 words. Do with it what you can.
My grandma's dick.
yeah, and then
then
it
juice,
just
and then
turns
juice.
into Cards Against Humanity where you only have one black card,
Exactly, yeah.
and that black card is dick.
It's always going to be dick, and it's always around the corner. Just like life.
That's a special outlook you got there.
Yeah.
It's always dick, and it's always around the corner.
Yeah,
That's why you work from home.
Yep. Because you know what? I know all the corners in my house. These fuckers won't find me.
See, he's talking about it like he's watching it at home, but what he's not letting us know is he's the one holding his dick in the corner.
No, it's it's on a stick, and I'm hitting people with it when they walk by. There's just a random stick with a dick on it, propped
Just
up in a corner of my
penis
house.
jousting.
Yeah,
penis
it-
jousting is what we call it in days of yore in medieval times.
medieval. Yeah.
Yeah,
My wife gets
Medieval.
real annoyed. My son's just like, "That's a weird looking stick, Dad."
Oh my god.
Well, that took a sour
Hey.
turn quick.
Hey, well,
This is what happened when you bring Monkey along.
get in where you fit in, man.
You got to.
What is this? Number 3 or 4 for you?
2?
Is this the
Yeah.
number 2 for
This
this?
is
Then
the
you did
actual-
Tapcast.
And then you
Yeah, I did
yeah.
the tap
You did
cast.
Tapcast
So I
once
only
or
count that as
twice?
once.
Because
Yeah,
it was one show.
It was
We
just
just did it
spliced
split up
together.
like 2 days or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like before and after, whatever
yeah,
it was.
a before and after because I had to bounce.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so this is the actual first, just normal.
Oh, so our fans of just this podcast don't know him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, like the other podcast.
Yeah.
which we
There's
too
a
many
draft
people.
coming up next month, I think. So.
Ooh.
Oh well,
Okay.
but
And
yeah,
I'm actually, most of the people that come to that are already asking me, like, hey, you saw the release date. Are we going to, I was like, you can always assume that either the weekend it
Yeah,
comes
we're gonna
out
do it.
or
We're
the
gonna do
weekend
it.
after. That's all the magic we play.
yeah.
Can
but-
someone create the event and invite me to my house so I can plan?
Yeah. Like
I'll,
every for the
that'd be
last
great.
for the last 6 of them, I think like I made the event and Kyle's like, well, I got somewhere to go and I only have to walk 10 feet.
Right?
I just wake up and go.
Did anyone
I
order
didn't shower.
cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, we say that the night before.
Right.
Yeah.
The night before.
Well, that's why I don't create the event. It's like
I'm not
the
responsible.
venue. You're like you bring it here. Yeah, that's how it works.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
just-
it's like a band, right? Here's the venue. Y'all come play. I'll join in. Right?
Yeah.
I'm like that backup drummer.
You'll just play the jug.
Yeah.
Just in the
Yeah, the
back.
cowbell.
Oh, there you go.
Just ding ding. ding.
Everybody's got to hit that.
Gotta have more
cowbell.
cowbell.
Just get pissed off at him like he's like it's rounders like all the time. Chick. It's your house. Buy the cards.
Chick.
Yeah.
He's sitting back eating Oreos.
Right?
Found out that one of my neighbor's brothers play Magic. So they came over to watch us start a Brimstone game the other night.
Tuesday night on stage, I'm doing a joke. I can't remember what the joke is.
Is this next Tuesday or last Tuesday?
This is
Yeah.
this is just 2 days ago. 2
Okay.
days ago. I can't remember what the
tomorrow.
joke was. It was the joke was something about it's a bad joke.
Should have thought about that before you started the story.
Right.
Yeah,
Chad.
I guess
now
so.
you got to say
So
it.
what? Let's go. What were you in the middle of? Let's hear this.
So
What about Whataburger?
the
You
lead
guys
in,
like Whataburger?
No,
Honey
it's-
mustard. What's up with that?
the lead in was something about
Spicy
feminism
ketchup.
or something like that. We had like a lot of female comics on. So the lead in was something about feminism. I can't remember what the setup was for it was, but the bit was they're recruiting more, like ISIS is recruiting female suicide bombers. And like I'm been hit with this feminism stuff so much, I'm less concerned about getting blown up. I'm more concerned about there being a wage gap in the afterlife. That they get to heaven, there's only 65 virgins. And the quality difference between male virgins and female virgins is very a broad gap.
yeah, there's
like,
a vast difference.
you get there and it's a bunch. You've been trying to like destroy Western culture, and you get there and there's a bunch of pudgy white dudes who want to tell you about Star Wars. And someone at the front table just goes, "And Magic the Gathering," and it completely threw me off. And I'm like, really, fucking Magic, right?
I play Magic, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
That would have been great if you just got defensive and just
Right?
like tore them apart.
I'm tapping mana right now. Get
Right?
ready for it.
I'm about to hit you with 3 damage personally.
That's one that you could
Yeah.
you could seriously like talk circles at him.
Yeah.
Like he's sorry he said anything and we'll never talk in another comedy show.
Exactly.
Like, you could be that guy. Like, if you give me your address, I'll send you a shirt that says what I just did to you.
I just start I just rattle off my DCI number.
Right?
Yeah.
Like 65 184 6 for life.
It'd have been great if you just pulled it out of your wallet and you see this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I finally took it out of my wallet.
You need to print a record too. That way you can just like a little fold out like it's your kids. Just
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
and that's my score.
Yeah.
Well, I have more
The
Planeswalker
record.
points than you have friends, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm a planeswalker IRL.
But yeah, it completely distracted me because I did not expect to encounter that there. Didn't expect that at all.
Did he look like he played Magic?
Not at all.
No.
He was like
Not
a
at all.
normal looking person.
Dude,
Apparently, the way you tell is their ass is showing. There was a Facebook
No.
article
It
about
was
that.
like it looked like a taller version of you, but like if you were just like biker version, like tats, everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And none of them were like mana symbols or anything.
No.
that you could tell.
No, it was full dude, bro, tribal, everything.
Oh, nice.
I've been using that, dude, bro.
tats.
Yeah. Another aside, he seemed to. I did another thing about placenta, and he was like, "I ate placenta." I'm like, this
Just
is
all casual?
just
like,
casual.
Like he ate it last week and it was good with
Yeah.
A1?
Yeah.
It's my
What
Red
the-
Bull. damn
only
it.
A1, like the spicy one.
His buddy
Yeah,
outed
like
him.
a
His buddy outed
spicy
him. He's
or
like,
whatever.
he said placenta. I'm like, none of this is going my way.
Right.
He's
man.
like, why?
I've been like, I got questions. I'm full of Chad.
Right.
I got
So,
questions.
so what
How
you're
do you
telling
prep
me
this?
is any comedy show we go to, when you think they're gonna like start a story about something completely off the wall, be like, "I've encountered that twice."
Yeah.
out loud. It's just like, fuck.
You should do that. You should do that for sure. Because it does, man. Because like you feel like you're going to set up the crowd in a certain way and get a certain reaction, and it's worked almost 65% of the time.
What's your number? Like your go number? Do you do like the 80-20 rule, like in the corporate world?
Yeah,
80% of the people liked it. Good enough for me.
There you go.
Well, it's more like if I can get 80% of the reaction that I want, then it's a good setup. And you try to have like an out for a different way, but I'm not that clever yet. So,
But then you just find out that there is three
No,
people.
when someone does that, you should
Because,
just start
like,
crying.
I don't
Just right in front of the mic,
Yeah.
just tears. And
I go up. I make the mistake. I'm new, man. I'm a rookie at this. I go up with new shit almost every week. So it's stuff that I wrote in a panic, literally 2 hours before I go up and do it.
so this is like the exam cram, like
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah.
So what happens to like the 18 hours of stuff that you've written down and prepped for all week? Then like right before you're like, not good enough.
In the shower.
No, it's exactly like that. So like what happened to me 2 weeks ago. I was basically bringing back 3 minutes of stuff I already had, and it was like 2 new minutes that I felt like pretty good about. And so I go take a shower and I kind of like walk it out. Like in my head, I'm pacing through the bits, I'm pacing through the jokes. I'm walking it out in my head how I'm going to perform it, and I was like, everything about this is horribly unfunny.
Well, nothing sounds good when you're naked and wet. Jesus Christ. I mean, you
Well,
can't,
there
because
are
you're
some
imagining
good
you're
sounds.
Yeah,
There are some
when
fun
you sway
sounds.
back and forth and you clap.
you making it clap in the
Clap
shower,
with no
Chad?
hands. Clap with no hands.
Making it clap in the shower.
You're like nunchuck dick.
Chad's
Just slap, slap,
upside
slap,
down.
slap, slap, slap.
You're just upside down twerking for no reason.
It's sad because of previous conversation, I just picture Neil like popping out of the closet going, juice.
Yeah.
It's like helicopter dick, and then juice.
Juice.
Oh,
Yeah,
bad places.
I'm gonna haunt your closets now.
Oh, I'm good with that.
You're not gonna be able to say dick at home ever.
He's gonna hold the dick stick and be like,
Yeah. He's just going to have
Yeah.
orange juice.
he's gonna be like
Your kid's just gonna be like, Dad, there's something breathing in the closet.
It's real loud.
Real
I
loud.
think the closet's actually smoking.
The closet smells like BO real bad, Dad.
Oh, y'all all gotta leave the house at some point. I could shower then,
Oh, that's true.
but I'm using your towel.
Oh, good luck trying to find my towel. We have community towels, sir.
Nice.
It's like living in a fucking hippie commune.
Yeah.
it.
use this pillowcase.
Yeah. Oh, you want one to use? I've had the same pillow for 9 years, and it's a feather pillow. So at this point, when I fluff it up, there's no fluff. You just
It's
grab
just
it from one
solid.
end,
It's a solid-
and you whip it around twice, and it just balls up in the end. And I put my head down in it real quick.
Wow.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
I'm just
I've always thought you could be a fluffer, but apparently
No.
you do
Nope.
not have the necessary skills.
Do not. I just grab
You just
that
lasso that bitch.
lasso.
That is not the way to get ahead in
Wait.
life.
So it's just a hard ball at the end?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a softball. It's a pillow ball.
softball.
It's made of
Well,
feathers.
softballs are bigger than baseballs, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah. It's a soft, feathery ball that I just get it and then just put my head down real quick. Now in the morning when I wake up, that bitch is pancake flat.
If your wife is listening to this, just buy him a pillow for Christmas, please.
She's tried. I've had this pillow for 9 years. I used to when I was
Turn it
younger,
into a body pillow.
and
just hug it.
It's like
It's a
when
baby then. It's a baby hugging pillow.
when it's all said and done. The bitch is about as big as a softball, and that's what I have to do.
Do you actually know the size of a softball?
I'm sorry.
That is there we go.
Volleyball.
Okay, volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is definitely not.
I'll
I
play
want to see what bat you're using. If this is the softball,
a telephone
fast
pole.
pitch softball.
That's like a basketball.
It's a basketball size pillow. No.
Steve Perry.
She's tried to buy a new pillow. She's like, "Will you please?"
Okay, destroy the old one on accident.
She
Like,
can't.
there
I'm
are
so attached to
fires.
it. I would lose my mind. I love that pillow. And every now and again, I find that one feather with a thick quill. I'm just like breaking it while I'm sleeping. It's like
One of these times, like your wife's gonna be having a bad dream, and she's gonna pop up at the exact moment you're getting ready for bed, and you're just gonna knock her off the bed. I guarantee you. You'll get a new pillow right after that.
That's the pillow I use whenever me and my kids are like pillow fighting because they're like, ha ha, ha ha, and I'm just over on the side of the room and I just.
You could just throw like a pair of sneakers in a pillowcase and accomplish the same thing.
Or a medicine ball.
I mean, it's funny when it wraps around their head. They just go because they don't have that body control. Their heads are still like where their center of gravity is. Especially my 1-year-old. I just thump him in the head and he falls right over.
God, that reminds me of a story of Benny and Kent, the guy, the people that used to live down the street from me. I don't know if you ever met them at the old house, but longtime friends of my grandparents or whatever. Grew up with them, but I can't remember what it was. I think I was like 12, and someone brought up something like domestic abuse or something like that, and Grandma just goes, "Men can get abused. Benny's been beating Kent with a." Benny's been beating Kent with a bar of soap and a sock for years.
What the fuck did he do? Mess the latrines up?
I don't know.
They watch Full Metal Jacket.
She'd be like, well, she gets him drunk. She gets mad.
She gets him drunk and beats the shit out of him with a
Yes.
sock and soap in it.
So she would get like collectively mad with all these things that have built up over like weeks.
God damn.
And she would get him drunk, time to the bed, just beat the crap out of him with a bar of soap and a tube sock.
And then suck his dick real good.
Probably.
It's a fucked up foreplay.
That dude was fucking shooting loads at the ceiling. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine how hard you'd be? This bitch just whacking the shit out of you with a soap-filled sock.
Man, are we getting some insight into your life?
I'm just saying. You can't do that shit and not have...
How many kids do you have right now?
I got 2, and that's it.
Are you sure? Because
I'm
I mean,
done.
all she's got to do is bring a bar of soap and a pillowcase,
No,
and bam, you're good to go.
I got that
Like
shit.
you're walking around downtown, you get mugged, and you're like, wait,
Hold on, bro. You gotta...
use this.
Yeah.
You'd be like a bag of soap on a rope.
Yes. Just call me Shirley while you're knocking the shit out
I
of
hope
me.
no one hits me with this soap.
Yeah. Just dragging it around.
Yeah.
dropping it.
Oh wow.
But dude, do you imagine that's probably some fucked up foreplay that from the 40s that we don't even know about.
Oh, you know about it.
Well,
Apparently.
I grew up a little old.
Like, he's the leader of the meetings, apparently.
Right.
Irish Spring, we're going international tonight.
Right?
Suit up.
I want to
I
smell.
don't know. I kind of prefer Dove. It's soft on the skin.
Yeah.
Dub dries you out. In all honesty, it does. Oh wow, dries you out. Lava
So
soap.
does
when
lava
you-
soap. Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you're
lava
feeling
soap.
when you're feeling adventurous.
I can just see someone take it the wrong way and they get the liquid soap
Oh.
and then smack and just stick.
pelting him with
Your chest hairs all matted together.
What
and it's
movie was
just
that?
sad.
How
with dial
high?
soap, just pelting him with the
Where you had the
pumps.
dude and How High with like the baby powder that would always slap people. Just picture that. Yeah.
Yep.
Bar soap,
But-
liquid soap, smack. It just leaves a hand.
Yeah, but no, with the sock, if you get like a really long sock, then it sticks there, and you have that slow, just like
Oh yeah,
If you have like the long sock with the bar of soap, it just wraps around their head, smacks them from behind.
I'd call it the dinosaur lick. Like I kind of want to do that
The
for
dinosaur
parties
lick.
and just be like dinosaur lick, and just hit him in the face with a
Dino's
soapy-
here.
This coming from the guy that wanted to dress like you did the Pikachu hat at Halloween, but you wanted to carry around a taser and do it for real. Like you're like Pika Pika zap.
Jesus Christ.
We decided no.
Yeah, because assault charges are real.
Yeah,
Well, then like.
You
I
get us-
don't know your medical history, right? So like a zap could do a bad thing.
You got to sign a waiver to come to Kyle's party because
so then
it's
we
get a
were
little shocky.
Then I was just gonna walk around on the carpet and like drag
Oh,
my
hey,
feet and wear socks.
That's not horrible.
But then I
Yeah.
was like, I think he's a more powerful Pikachu than that.
That would not be, you kind of be letting him down
so I
a little
mean,
bit.
that's why I went with Farva, because I couldn't taser people.
Liter cola. Mm-hmm.
I said that
It's for a cop.
Leader. What?
It's for a cop. Liter cola from. Yeah. Is there any release date for the Super Troopers?
Not yet. They're actually, last time I looked, their fundraising site was still collecting money.
Really?
So they still had a couple of goals to hit to like add things to the movie.
That's some guy going like,
I thought
if you just get a high number, you don't have to give it back, right? It's just ours. So we can just not make a movie.
Well, they were, I think, $4 million? They get a really cool car chase or something like that.
Yeah, I know they got the car chase, and I thought there was like something else that was close.
I know
Farva's
worried.
in the trunk at least once.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm really going to be worried that it's. I mean, this was my fault for watching the Joe Dirt 2 on Crackle. Essentially, it was the same exact movie, except there was a time-traveling guy with a mullet. And I was like...
Hot Tub Time Machine with Joe Dirt.
Yeah, it's pretty much all it was. And he used the exact same jokes.
That's awesome.
I was like, well, now I feel fucking stupid
They're
for watching this shit.
4.5 million.
Did you see the trailer for Tarzan?
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Which looks just like the whole opening sequence, like what I imagine the first act of the movie is going to be. It looks just like the first act from King Kong.
Yeah, I was looking forward to see how Eric from True Blood pulls off Tarzan.
I mean, it looks like a good adventure, like a lot of acrobatic stuff. Then it shows him in like the after Tarzan when he's like royalty or something like that. He's sipping tea.
Yeah, he's all like pompous.
Yeah. But King Kong, we went to the theater and watched that. I think I mentioned that a couple of podcasts ago.
Did we watch that in theaters?
Yes. Yeah, I remember this clearly because on the way out of the theater, what was this?
Every time I see that movie.
He's like, we went to the movies, and Monkey's all like, yeah. We went to the movies.
I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that meant.
I don't want to go to the movies with you now.
Every time we watched, every time I think of King Kong, all I remember is when he beats the shit out of the T-Rex, and he picks the T-Rex up and he's like,
yeah.
How'd they go again?
Yeah. Yeah, they're razzling, and he grabs the T-Rex. He grabs both sides of the jaws, pulls the jaws apart.
Oh, y'all are running the movie. I've never seen
Spoilers. Spoilers.
Yeah, as we're walking out of the movie, there's lines. Like, this is before you had like assigned seats. You couldn't buy a certain seat. We're walking out, and there's lines out the door to get into King Kong. This asshole first, and you can't even be mad at him because it's like, dude, history. Yeah. We're walking in the movie, and Kenneth just goes, the monkey dies at the end. And there was like at least half the line. They were like scowls and bad. And there was like a good maybe eighth of them. They were like,
The monkey dies.
Joke.
The monkey dies.
That reminds me of what I did with Mike. We went and watched Harry Potter. Like I think it was like the fourth or fifth one. It was before the last two, before the Deathly Hallows ones. And as we're walking out on opening night, there's a huge line waiting to go for the second viewing. And I go, how could they kill Hermione? Just like we weren't talking anything. And I just turned and I said that, and I turned and I see like the little kids like look up at their parents like, this isn't gonna be a good movie. And, like there's just a section of the line because I didn't yell it because that's just rude.
No, I didn't.
But if they're listening to my conversation, they deserve to be misled.
I'm a little bit of a dick.
Yeah, yeah, little
juice.
Where you at now?
I mean, you said dick like 45 times. I ain't got that much juice in me.
You look like you're pretty juicy. Speaking of movies, I don't know if it's just the fact that I now only watch kids' movies in the theater or take my little boy. I want to see Jungle Book. That shit looked good.
are they doing a Jungle Book?
They're doing a badass looking Jungle Book.
Huh.
It's got. Have you seen the trailer at all?
No.
Can we pull it up?
Is it from Lionsgate?
Look up that trailer. It looks amazing. And it's like live action, but they use the same. Oh man, I can't.
Is
remember.
it like rotoscoping or something?
I think so. Yeah, it looks really good. I don't know if I've only seen the first trailer when it was announced, but
see, I remember them coming out with a Diamond Edition, like remastered one. I didn't know they were redoing it.
Oh man, and it's not animated; it's live action, and it looks really good. It almost looks it's like
it's
Disney. We're gonna take a risk. I'm gonna take a risk.
Just do it.
Hit it.
Screw it.
I want to see it.
We just have to make noise or something during it, so whatever scanners.
Keep talking.
We'll just keep talking.
Where's it come?
Got to come all the way over here now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Are you lonely?
I just noticed you have a monitor behind the laptop.
What are you doing
I brought
so
two.
deep in
I saw the
dark?
picture.
Yeah.
But they're not both in use yet.
No.
Don't you know what you are?
I don't know. Right there, I'm thinking Simba.
Yeah, right. Mufasa.
I know what you are.
A dirty little boy is what you are.
I know.
Got to throw an Iron Man logo in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
that doesn't feel out
big
of place
kitty
at all.
Poor, sweet little cow.
I want a pet elephant.
I'll keep you close.
That's Jennifer Lawrence doing the voice of the snake.
It's yeah. Give me money. You all love me. Give me money.
You ain't gonna see my tits in this movie.
Trust in me.
Oh, so Scarlett Johansson doesn't.
Oh, wait,
so it's all the voices for.
I'm sorry, Scarlett Johansson. I said
Christopher Walken plays something.
Yeah,
Well,
he
it said
plays-
Christopher Walken because we're in the way.
Yeah, we're in the way.
The orangutan.
Yeah, I remember I did see this a few months back because I saw Christopher Walken, and it's on my list of things I have to watch. Because he's one of those that I have to watch this shit.
The end. Listen to the end. It's so good. I like that.
It's like Anaconda. Where's J-Lo?
That's good. I want to see that. It looks good.
Yeah.
I love Jungle Book. I thought it was a great cartoon.
It sounded like you just said Jonah Book.
Jonah Book. That he's in a whale for about half of it. But hey, spoilers, he gets out. And you know who helps him?
But
Jesus.
Jesus.
Y'all heard about Jesus?
But if
That's like my-
if M. Night
that's like my
Shyamalan did it, he'd come out a different way.
Oh, he'd be shit out real quick.
I can't assign. I can't see an animal and go like that's gonna sound like Christopher Walken.
Oh, it's going to be the orangutan.
Oh, is
That's
it?
what's going to be. It's going to be
It's gonna be
awesome.
weird.
I'm going to love it. And it's like a ridiculously big orangutan.
I want his speech from Pool Hall Junkies
Oh, there you go.
with the I want to
Bring it up. Bring it up. I like that speech. What you
And
looking
we're
at?
just gonna have dead air because no one else.
What slash
So-
R are you
so
on
the-
over there? What
Huh?
slash R? What are you
Oh,
at?
right now I'm on my front page.
Ooh.
I didn't use it
is
at
it
all today.
shower thoughts?
I was on I was in jury duty for 2 days at the
Yeah.
beginning of this week. All the links were blue, and it was the best day. Because usually I get to like the third page, and I've already seen everything.
Yeah.
So Neil, with
I
the,
wonder
the
if-
learning of shower thoughts, did you get any good ones this last week that are worth sharing?
I don't even remember last week.
You know what I do in the shower? I don't do think.
I don't want to know what you do in the
win,
shower. No,
I win fake
Juice.
arguments all the time.
You
I-
argue with yourself in the shower?
Huh?
Is that your foreplays? You argue with yourself in the
No,
shower?
I win fake
It
arguments
does
in the
include
shower.
this, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, there's lots of that. I learned when I was younger, don't use soap. It just dries everything out. It's real.
All right, so we might be in good luck here. Gold Circle Films, Samuel Goldwyn Films, nothing involving Lionsgate, so we might be okay. And I'm just gonna do
One
the
day,
audio.
we're gonna, if you guys become famous, Lionsgate, she's like, can we please just do like something on your podcast, please?
I'd be like, nah.
Like, unless they
Nah.
have Jennifer Lawrence show up for one of our podcasts.
Topless, so we're the first ones.
We could just sprinkle some.
But we're still in like Kyle's house,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and still with this table, and it's still 45 degree angle. It's like y'all couldn't even like change the table. Like no,
No.
we went back to the original for this.
Sit down, bitch. Eat your Burger King.
Like
Yeah.
it's a rental
Watch
property
those
for me at that point.
documentaries on the cable. Yeah. You see the one about lions?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Half of Lionsgate.
yeah.
This lion
half of Lionsgate.
Beep. Every time he says
is
lines,
the
off.
king of the jungle. Huge mane out there. He's laying down under a tree in the middle of Africa. He's so big.
So
He's
big.
so hot.
I'm
He doesn't
going from
move.
6 to midnight here.
Now, the little lion cubs, they start messing with him. Biting
Where's he
his
messing
tail,
with him
biting
at?
his ears.
Go into detail.
He doesn't do anything. The lioness, she starts messing with him.
That's what's
Come
up.
over, making trouble. Still, nothing. Now, the other animals, they notice this,
Are they watching?
and they start to move in.
What are they wearing?
Jackals.
Jacking. They're jacking it? What?
They're barking at him, laughing at him.
Yeah. Dirty
They nip
birds.
his toes
What?
and eat the food that's in his domain. They do this, and they get closer and closer and bolder, till one day, that lion gets up and tears the shit out of everybody, runs like the wind, eats everything in his path. Because every once in a while,
Well, no one's going to go to this Christmas
the
party now.
lion has to show the jackals who he is.
Okay.
Look at the look on his face.
It's too late to be scared. It's time to kill.
That should have been Affleck.
Yeah.
You come out when you're ready.
He's going to jack off first, and he'll be out there in a minute.
Is it sad that like after doing that right after he was talking about his like what he does in the shower, I can just see him like doing the first part of that in the shower to himself.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like
some days you just got to show who the boss is.
Don't image it.
Yeah, I want to splice that into 8 Mile now, right before Mom's Spaghetti happens.
There you go.
Yeah, got to show people who the king of the jungle is.
I think you have a to-do list now because I want to see that.
Yeah.
When he's doing everybody from the 313 just walking in the background, throwing his hands up.
Right.
Like,
For all of you 100 listeners that want to see that as well, hit us up on
oh,
Facebook.
100 is generous.
Oh, yeah, it is. Hit us up so
Oh,
Chad
don't worry.
actually
I'm going to
does
promote
it.
the shit out of this. This shit's going to be all over the internet.
Let everyone at church know.
Yeah, I'll let them all know. We talked about Jonah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about Jonah and the whale for a minute.
Yeah, it was great.
Jesus' name was used a few times.
Yeah.
The Jungle Book's just like Noah and the Ark. So
It is.
Yeah.
There's a bear. There's a snake.
There's two. Well, there's at least one of those.
Well, this
things.
has been a very biblical night. We've been talking about, like, we just talked about downstairs. Like, I just want all the animals 2 by 2 to come in my face, like in my mouth, just barbecue.
Wait.
Smoke
Can
rings.
we rewind that?
Yeah,
Can we
we are
rewind
definitely
that?
going to edit that.
Yes,
Can we
we are.
rewind the fact that
Yeah.
you just said you want 2 animals to come on your face?
No. He
Well, hey.
said all the animals 2 by 2
To come in
to
my
come in my mouth.
Well, it's
That's
logical.
his,
If you
his
dude,
word for
I like
word.
that.
if you're gonna party, you have them lined up by size.
Can you use your
You're
elbows
gonna start
to
with like the little like appetizers and work your way up to the.
Yeah,
Chad's
like,
blowing mice
small-
at 3
yeah.
a.m.
Yeah. Do you just stick with mammals, or you do like you venture out?
I don't know. Good thing for you, a whale's not a mammal.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is a mammal. It's exactly what a mammal is.
You're getting showered.
You better bring a raincoat.
that juice is more than you.
You're gonna drown.
When that sperm
Well,
hits your
no,
eye
you,
like a
you
big
just said
pizza
juice,
pie.
but you weren't preempted, so
Yeah, I know.
you got to keep the order right. Yeah.
Oh, I don't follow with juice. Dick gets a juice. Don't get a dick.
Yeah, like
Right.
juice stick doesn't sound right. It just sounds like you've been pickling your balls for a while, and
Yep. Trying to bring out that herpes.
yeah.
400 gallons at a time. Just so you know.
Oh,
That's the information Kyle can pull up that like stays with the conversation.
Quick.
Like everything else is like 20 minutes later, but like whale semen.
Hold on a second.
He's
Let's
got in his
see.
favorite
instant
list.
recall. Just
Yeah,
instant
he
recall.
What
just-
is happening?
No, Google just knows. You start typing, it's like, there you
Go
go.
to Wolfram Alpha. And
You want to
figure
know?
out
Yeah, you want to know
all
how much
sorts of
wolf
weird
nut
shit.
there, or wolf nut.
Right?
Wolf nut.
See, normal
Whale
people use the internet to see where the closest UPS store is.
Wolfram Alpha threw me off.
Fucking Chad's out there extreme jacking off animals. I only masturbate the most dangerous animals in the world.
Yeah,
Welcome
well,
to
dude,
Chad jacks
death
it all.
boners are real, right? You get really excited. You almost might die. You're trying to jack off a wolf. That might be the best boner you ever have, and you could die immediately after. So you want to make it worthwhile. You know what I mean?
So just
I
don't know what you mean. Don't know what you mean at all.
Hey, well, live extreme, take risks.
I just jack off with the blinds open. That's as straight as I go. I don't want to.
I make eye contact with kids. No one knows what's up.
Oh
Wow.
Uh,
Chad's a pedophile.
Yeah, that's a derail.
Good job.
Yeah.
Way to kill it, Chad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chad's gonna join the priesthood later this week. It's gonna be fun.
yeah. I'm gonna have to send out a retraction or whatever it is,
You're
an
gonna get a
apology
call-
letter.
you're gonna get
No
a call from the
kids are at
Pope.
Chad's
You want to
house.
start as a cardinal?
Yeah. I can get the Catholic level up kid immediately.
Wow. So I sent you a link.
It's like pre-ordering a game. Like if you do that before joining the priesthood, you're like level 40 right off the bat.
So
like, sir, you're management material.
Yeah.
we should talk about Star Wars.
Did you want to talk about it?
Do you
I
know
sent you
why?
a link to
Do you know why I
our
wanna talk
chat.
about it?
Did you now?
The reason I want to talk
why
about
do
it.
you want to talk about it?
I've never seen it.
Well, then we don't want to talk to you.
I've
But-
never seen one.
Hey, remember, you know what channel he is, right?
Yeah, I can turn you off. No,
Is
apparently,
Yoda in the-
I should have stopped with one
No,
viewing.
he's in Star Trek.
Like,
Right.
I watched it once. I'm like, okay. But I watched the second time. I'm like, horse shit.
And
So
you,
much
I
Star
have
hate.
I have all 6 of them. My boss that I used to work for ordered the entire 6 movies for
the
his wife.
sixology.
The Sixology, yeah. And
Sexology.
I told him I'd never seen it. And
Was
so
that a sexology?
I'm not upset with that.
He's going to come back next week and be like, I watched them all 9
Yeah.
times.
Oh, I've seen
The
that.
sexology was awesome.
I've seen that.
Well, the thing I was bringing up is apparently ESPN. We've had a few talks in the past about how
Espen?
sports and comics and music are all trying
Sports ball.
to love each other. Well, ESPN is actually having Mark Hamill host a Star Wars Evolution of the Lightsaber duel on ESPN. to like pump up.
Is it
for,
the Ocho?
No, it's not De Ocho.
It's
I
right
would
after
not
the
be
dodgeball
surprised.
finals.
No, it's on straight up normal ESPN.
Have
This
you-
on Tuesday.
Have you ever seen the kind of off topic? Have you ever seen that subreddit? Are
Which
the
one?
Ocho?
It's
It's just oddball fucking sports you've never like. They have horse newsing, and you can just watch.
We've talked about this before on the podcast. I would play this.
I would play horse newsing like nobody's business.
fuck?
Horse newsing. You have all-
isn't just Hornusen.
Is it horse newsing? I don't know. It's fucking.
It's some Swedish thing that like
Horse what?
Kenneth mispronounces a lot of things, but if it's Swedish, it's guaranteed to be mispronounced.
Yeah, they got fucking weird upside down U's with dots over them. I don't fuck with those.
Yeah.
But you hit the hornet, or I think it's the hornet, and then you
run before it stings you?
You
Like-
tee off like Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore? Am I
Yeah,
right,
Adam
maybe?
Sandler.
Yeah, Adam Sandler. Happy Gilmore. You tee off like that, and you have the longest pseudo golf club you've ever seen. Here we go. We got it up right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hornoosen, everybody.
But you have like a ramp.
Is this their national
Oh.
sport?
It should be.
I knock
guy-
a ball into a gopher hole.
That guy gets all the pussy.
Hornoosen has often been translated as farmer's golf.
Those guys
To the
just do that.
uninitiated, it also appears to have elements of baseball and tennis. But it really can't be compared with any of the three.
Ka-ching.
Yeah,
It's
just
the fifth
I love
round
those
of the
Fila
Ferguson
socks.
It's like
Look at
disc
that.
golf.
Emmental.
whoop, whoop.
Hornoosen
God, I want
is a
one of those
traditional
sticks.
team sport.
Yeah, but if you
played
had
in
like
the
the most
countryside
badass
of
golf driver there
German-speaking
was,
Switzerland.
Oh,
The current
where it was
champion,
like 18
Vasily,
feet long.
is warming up for today's match.
Ziel natürlich heute ist ganz klar.
Hertigerte.
Our goal today is to keep our current position in the top ranks
See those little
and
fucked
to
up
win
A's they
today's
got?
game.
Yeah.
They're like weights on a stick
I
almost.
want to get one of those and go to
A
like
batter
Top
must
Golf.
hit a rubber
Just to like,
projectile.
Yeah.
you have to take up 9 cubes.
Yeah, so basically the gist of it is like you have there's like
Those
it's
guys
a
hug.
team.
You have to hug.
It's a home
Yeah.
run for Vasily, which means
you
that
say
they're
Vasily?
And there's a little bit of
setting up the batting
farming
rack.
involved. You have to plant your corn before you play.
I don't even know what you mean by that.
Meanwhile, the opponents from
What do they call
Orton
those things? Pizza
arrive
plies?
and begin their
The
preparations.
little thing you get the pizza out of the fire oven with.
I don't know.
What's
Wooden
it?
We didn't
big
name them. We
paddle.
just knew what they were.
Yeah, big paddle thing on a stick.
God, look at this guy.
He's the Palmer.
Vasily gets to bat first.
Go on, Vasily.
The windy conditions are
Is his
an
name
additional-
He's on my
Vaseline?
fantasy team, by the way.
Das tut natürlich
Fantasy Hornusen.
Yeah, Fantasy Hornusen. Gave me 9 goop blops.
Wind gives a match a special character. It's quite demanding for the blocking team, since the Hornets slice or hook to the left or right.
And every once in a while you just have to huck one of them
Yeah,
things
you
in
just
the
gotta
air.
hook that. Catch that
It
hornet.
takes experience and a sharp eye to see the small disc flying toward you. After 3 hours, Vasily win the game. But the season.
So this
has
dude's just
begun.
hitting hornets out into the field for 3 hours.
Yeah,
And
they
these
call
fucking-
it they call it
The
Hornets, but it's like it's a
champion
hockey
will
puck.
be crowned
And these
in
are-
Yeah, I
the
know,
last.
but like one dude is just sitting there slinging that shit out into the field for 3 hours.
No,
Or do you have like a
it's like-
designated
yeah,
hitter
it's like
kinda
batters.
thing?
It's like
Okay.
batters. So each team like has
Yeah.
a side and they go up in rotation. But you have like a little ramp and you have this like freaking 18-foot long fishing pole with a weight on the end of it.
Which is awesome.
And you get like a super wind up and spin around twice and clink hit this hockey puck out into a field. And it's all straight and everything, but then you have like 18 dudes on the field with the pizza ply paddle
Yeah.
things trying to knock the hockey puck out of the air, which seems dangerous to me because it's like it's a very solid. It looks like it's a very solid puck.
Yeah.
Of things.
It
just
looks like one of
sailing
those
through the air.
that game where you slide it down on the wood.
Shuffleboard.
Yeah, it looks like one of those almost.
Yeah.
Except
yeah,
not
so-
a metal.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably just as hard.
Yeah, but if you get dinged with one of those, you're gonna feel
That's
it.
a fucking bad day.
Well, it
That's a
looks
real
like
bad
it.
day.
They needed
Heidi's
to
gonna be-
incorporate some rugby because I'd like to see them beating each other with the.
Or you have to run it back. You have
Yeah.
to run it back.
Exactly.
Oh, there you go.
or you have both teams out there, like you have people blocking the blockers. So if it's like you have rules where if they're about to throw it, you can tackle them,
Oh, hell yeah.
right? So like do the old blitz N64 rules,
Yeah, as soon as your paddle comes like above 45
Oh, yeah,
degrees,
yeah.
then
Yeah.
you're free
like,
game.
You're free game.
You're free game.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can just
and if you
tombstone.
have paddles, you can just run up and smack.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
your paddle.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
I
good.
like. We keep inventing new things. We're the most innovative podcast you've ever heard in your life. We just invented a new sport and a way to bring back American Gladiators all in
Oh,
one
yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
God, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I miss American
See, at
Gladiators.
first when I watched that, I thought it was like that curling where some dude hits it really hard and those dudes are out there like moving molehills out of the way for it.
Yeah. But doing it curling style, like you have to use a shovel to like sweep a hill out of the way.
You have one of the shovel and one of the gardening rake. You got a gardening rake and a shovel, and these two guys that look like garden gnomes, oversized. Just
yeah, they got to wear the coned hat and everything.
I don't know what sport it is. It's probably not even a sport, but the guys who go out there with the big sticks on fire, and they launch the 55-gallon drums in the air. Have you seen that?
I have not.
No, I want to.
That is insane. They walk
Is it called a thing?
Just look up on YouTube. Launching 55-gallon drums. That's literally all they're doing. It's just a row of motherfuckers, and they're just like, "Light me up, Billy."
It sounds like it should be.
Yeah, do the episodes start with "Hold my beer"?
If they say "Light me up, Billy," it's not a real sport.
That's not true.
I think that may have actually been spoken today at my company Christmas party.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, everyone got drunk to the point where everyone was convinced white people can dance.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's my favorite time of day.
Yeah, and we're gonna go. Everyone's gonna come back next week and not talk about the fact that like half the company twerked.
Nice.
Like I'm sober as shit.
Any video?
Like Sandra
anyone get any
from
video?
I'm sober as hell just watching this. Like, oh dear, this is how I get my. This is how I should. This should be.
This
my
is how you get a
strategy.
raise.
Yeah, this should be my strategy to get a raise. Like I've got all that on film.
Oh hell yeah!
You just invite everyone who's in the raise giving process that you have on video into the room.
Yeah,
and just throw them up on the projector.
This is sponsored by the IT department.
Yeah, or they played musical chairs, and I just pointed and chuckled. But yeah, it's like, so remember when old chick from accounting just sat on Rob's lap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should talk about that because that made me feel very disturbed. Made me feel.
It made me jealous she didn't sit in my lap.
My pants weasel started screaming.
Yeah,
you have Monkey's video.
Well, this is the route. This is the route you take to like, well, it's 2015. I'm offended.
Oh yeah,
right.
And then bam, all the money's mine.
You gotta play that.
Yeah.
You gotta play that card.
But then they're going to be like, you're on this podcast where you talk about, oh, shit. Okay.
There's a guy on there that just keeps saying dick juice. How are you not? What are you offended about? You say you jack off in front of children while you make eye contact.
Really? You got to bring that back up?
He said it, not me.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
People,
you brought him. You brought him.
Or the Ocho will keep you entertained for hours. Look at this. Launch these bitches, Mom.
Dud.
That guy's a faggot.
Oh, God.
The other one hasn't fallen yet.
It probably fell off camera.
This, I wanted it to land on him so bad. When it came back in the frame, I'm like, oh, that should land on him.
Look at this.
Oh, my gosh,
no
man.
Clue what pastime they're celebrating or evil spirits they're trying
I want
to
to be a
ward off.
part of it, though.
But I love it.
Well, you were a bored child in a bad neighborhood once, so you should understand this completely.
Oh yeah, no, we used to make tennis ball cannons.
Yeah.
And oh my God, that was. Now, what's not fun is when you don't realize you get the mixture of alcohol and air correctly. So what it was 3 of the large.
Yeah, you kind of have to talk into the mic if you're going to tell a story.
Christ, this thing
It's hard to use your hands.
Put it in your mouth.
Should just be attached to me. But 3 of the large.
I think we can do that. Actually, we got it. We got a
yeah. We have
the necessary
technology. We have the means.
But 3 of the large. Fuck, what were they? Carburetor cleaner cans.
Oh.
So you take the cap off one, leave the bottom, take the cap and the bottom
wait,
off
Wait. Is this going to end up on an NSA? We're going to get up on a list?
You can look it up. So cap and bottom off the middle one, and just the bottom, or just the bottom off the other one, and you invert them. Pretty much, you make a giant tube. So you have a bottom here,
yeah,
cone here, and out the top. So the one at the top also has the cone. So what you do is you just remove the part where the spray nozzle was. So you still have the cone. It's just a big hole where that spray nozzle was.
Yeah.
So, and then a cap full of isopropyl alcohol and a little hole in the bottom. Put that fucking tennis ball down in there, and you use an air compressor, and you just get the air mixture just right, and you just light it off with a lighter, and it'll shoot a tennis ball about 700 yards. And if you light them on fire with gasoline, they come out on fire, and they leave little spots of fire wherever they hit. So yeah,
that's yeah.
We didn't realize we used to make smoke bombs using saltpeter. I didn't realize till recently, thanks to the King of Random, that saltpeter is the main ingredient in stump removers.
Aren't you the King of Random?
Oh no, I wish. Well, probably. But
maybe like the court jester of random.
R-rated random, most likely. But and we used to buy saltpeter. We would call Walmart a day ahead of when we wanted to make smoke bombs, so we could get some.
But didn't you call Walmart every day for some reason? So it's nothing special.
Yeah,
it's like, what do you got to do today? I got to call the John Deere store in Walmart.
I need some blades.
See, I want to take the part that I heard from his story that was interesting to me is the flaming balls, right?
Yep.
So I want to go to like 300 Bowl or like the place that used to have the little
300 Bowl
flaming balls.
They had the batter's cage outside.
Yeah.
And you go in and you know, hack it, life hack, whatever term you want to use, and make it to where it's ready to shoot flaming balls to the first person. Goes and puts their money in, and you just see flaming balls.
Are you going to be sponsored by the Shriners Hospital and fucking burn unit? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I think it'd be great.
You just have little guys out there in those little fucking caps and cars just waiting to take people like a fucking clown car.
Dude, that would be creepy. Like little dudes in fedoras or fezzes. I think it's a fez.
Come on into our back.
Just riding laps. Like you walk in and they just start riding laps in their tiny cars around you. Like, oh man, I don't like this batting cage.
They should have fedoras though, but like with the little spinny propeller thing on top.
Isn't it called a fez? It's like a freaking trash can they stick on your head.
Oh, that's a fez with the little the sprout.
Yeah, a little tassel. Whatever.
Doctor Who made those cool again.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
No.
You're just gonna have the logo of it could be. You'll look surprised forever when you burn your eyebrows off. You always look like you just walked into your own surprise party.
That should be like the anti-Botox. Like, why get Botox? Just shave your eyebrows.
Yeah, let me shoot you in the face with a Roman candle.
Yeah,
it'll be just fine.
Yeah.
The eyebrows don't go away when you shoot someone in the face.
You burn it up with the skin.
You need a name for the eye.
You know who can't move their face forever? Burn victims.
That's true. Fucking got to lick their eyes like they're goddamn geckos. They can't blink. They're just spraying. They walk around with a fucking spray bottle.
Is it safe? Psh, psh. Is it safe?
We've gone to a new horrible fucking level today. We have
crocodiles.
Oh well, hey. If they remake a Kubrick movie, if they remake Clockwork Orange, it's going to be a burn victim with a spray bottle.
There you go.
Is it safe?
Oh my God.
We haven't quite broken Kyle yet, but we're getting there.
So I actually have an interesting topic. I don't know if you want to discuss it on here. Open carry in Texas. Any thoughts?
I like it.
Do you?
I had a Facebook post, someone selling little guns for like $200. It'd be great for
the 380, the
carry.
Rugers.
So
the Ruger 380s. Yeah,
those are great.
There are some very silly people. That are going to do this.
My thought is having
because you're going to have like open carry, but people aren't going to understand because like yes, like I believe in your right to defend yourself.
Yep.
I want to get my CHL. We talked about this before.
Mm-hmm. I have mine. I went.
You have yours.
Washington State requires you just to show the fuck up.
Yeah,
that's all they care about. I was in Washington State, probably 10 minutes from a courthouse. I looked it up. I went to a Indian casino we called the Moose Knuckle like the night before.
The Moose Knuckle is actually on Treshwig right by my house. It's a bar called Moose Knuckles. You'd like it.
Nice. So, yeah, I went in there, won $100 on blackjack, some weird Spanish blackjack with no tens or something. And so $50 later, I have a license from Washington State that is completely legal here in Texas and many other states to open carry. They just go, a real nice gentleman.
Well, that was your CHL. It wasn't open. Are they separate licenses?
I'm sorry, CHL. You're right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and he was... The very nice gentleman who hated Obama was real happy to give me a gun.
Yeah,
and so
I'm kind of surprised that works taking it to other states.
It does, yeah, because you can get
some of them are transferable, it's not transferable. It's live.
Yeah, it's like double endorsed. Like you can get in Texas and all sorts of places.
Well, I could understand like the one in Texas where you have to go sit through an 8-hour class and shoot a gun and do all that, but not like going to any casino.
Well, I mean, it's one of two things. Like like I said, I believe everyone has the right to defend themselves and whatnot. You know, I'm fine. I want to get my CHL, but I know there's a lot of goofy fucks. One of the things I heard or read about yesterday was in order to get everyone prepared for open carry. Like on January 1st, they want to have everyone walking around with toy guns, just juggling them bitches around. Like, hey, it's like the new day, we have guns. And that's going to get someone shot real quick.
What I hate is...
It sounded like someone got shot.
Right now, it's like the best game of hide and seek. If I see your gun, I get to shoot you.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, who's the bad guy? How do I know?
Probably someone with their gun out in broad daylight.
If you have the gun pointing at me, then I shoot you. That's
there's
the way it
multiple.
works.
There could be like I roll up on a scene. There's a guy with a gun and another guy with a gun. I mean, I guess that never really changed. But like, who's the bad guy, right? And that's going to be a fun situation.
And all it does, if you have everyone walking around with weapons, you have no idea who the active shooter could be.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is, when someone's going to get shot if they become an active shooter pretty damn quick that way. So
but
the cops are going to show up, and there's going to be 9 people with their guns holstered now, and a person dead on the ground going, "It was him."
But maybe not. Because you got to think in the chaos of a live situation like that. If you're like, say about like the Paris thing, if you're in a concert and you're just watching the stage and all of a sudden some shit pops off behind you, you turn around and you see someone with their gun drawn already. So how do you do the math that fast to be able to say, like, you don't know who's who at this point?
Yep.
Well, hopefully I'll be at home the first part of it, and the dumb people can weed themselves out.
Well, I mean, you think about it, like, you don't hear too much about them. Usually just morons trying to steal an ATM machine. Mm-hmm. But in a situation where someone was going to go in and rob the bank, if they're smart, they're going to case it a little bit.
Yeah.
They're going to know, I have 2 security guards to deal with. I have to deal with that. But you never know how many rednecks are in there with a shotgun down their leg. And it only takes one of them to get behind one of those little deposit stands and put some buckshot in there, and he pops out and you're gone. You have to take all that into consideration now. So the thought behind it is
it's a deterrent.
It's a deterrent. You never know who. I mean, right now you don't know who, but now you walk in with that guy, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
It is going to be awkward going to Walmart and just seeing random, like grandma packing heat. That's going to be a very interesting situation.
But there's also the false positive. There's also the false positive because everyone, basically you're giving it away that like, oh, you're the first one I should target if I'm going to pop some shit off.
Yeah.
True.
Like if
you're putting a target on your back.
Yeah, you're putting a target on your back for everyone that might possibly start some shit.
Yep.
Which is just a bad, like if you're thinking like, my main point is with all this, like we have a lot of people who are like into the tactical shit. Like, I got a bunch of black stuff and 15 flashlights on my AR-15. Yep. Well, yeah, you're going to shove it to your back and you're going to be the first fucker that gets shot because you're a moron. There's nothing tactical about your behavior right now. Yeah. You're not planning ahead. You're not trying to stay concealed. You're making yourself a bigger target for someone that wants to start some shit.
Well, see, like, even if I can have a holster, unless I just want to wear boots and a cowboy hat one day, walk around downtown, I would still conceal carry.
Of course.
For my own safety.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I can't go to Whataburger and do it because they're not going to let anyone go in there with a gun. But, I mean, I could see in a big place.
Yep.
But I still, going to the local hardware store, going into a fast food restaurant or a restaurant in general. There's not a ton of people around.
And it's like all the people that want to do this likely don't keep up with their training.
Yeah,
they've never been in a live situation where there was a video of a woman that drew down on it was a whole gang of people outside of Walmart, but someone tried to carjack somebody. And
I saw that,
yeah. And she's just
them.
There's cars driving, there's traffic passing in the background. This guy tried to run and get away. There's civilians around.
People are waiting.
And she just opens fire, not taking into account where the rounds are going, because ballistics is a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Those things go a pretty long fucking way.
Yep. And it's just going to become. Do you remember the episode of The Simpsons where they're like, "Would you like Itsy and Scratchy dollars?" It's just like fun money, accepted in the park. And then they turn the corner. It's like, we don't accept Itsy and Scratchy money on every storefront. That's just all it's going to be.
Yeah.
You're just going to have tons of cars with guns in them. Then.
Well, I mean, it's going to be like 2 months of everyone wanting to do it, and then they're like, I got to remember my wallet, my phone, my keys, my cigarette.
Yeah.
Screw taking the gun.
Well, that and your point,
it's
like
going
you
to be
just
a
said
short
too.
thing.
You can watch someone go into a Whataburger have to take their gun off.
Yeah.
Put it in their car.
Exactly.
It's pretty easy to break a window, and then you got the upper hand.
Yeah.
So when you have these chains that are going to say no guns here, most people aren't going to have a gun safe in their trunk where they can actually lock it up.
Yep.
Or, those little slide-in safes or anywhere to put it to where, it's just under a seat or in a glove box that doesn't lock anymore because most of them don't.
Yep.
Center console or something. So, yeah, let's go to Cavender's Boot City, who doesn't let you take your gun in, and just go hit 5 trucks and get 3 guns.
Yeah.
Nope. That's very
so
true.
all it is just no one thinks, period, about the ramifications of what this could possibly lead to. It's just the novelty of it, and like boom, boom, pow, 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 pew, pew, pew. I got my gun. Yeah. Which it's like a lot of people will hear the things that I say and think like, oh, you're just bleeding heart liberal.
Betty voted for Obama, motherfucker.
No, I'm just I think I'm thoughtful.
Yeah.
Common sense.
Yeah, I've played Call of Duty. Who's the terrorist? Probably the fucker with the gun.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's.
The new Rainbow Six is multiplayer only. That made me unhappy.
Oh,
when I heard that.
I wasn't too impressed. I played the demo.
Yeah, the commercials look really good.
I'm liking Blops.
Yeah, I don't know what Blops.
Yeah,
is.
I just now
I'm a
got into
normal
multiplayer.
person.
Finished the campaign.
Black
and-
Ops. Black Ops.
Yeah.
What
Why
is
the
it?
hell do you need to like shorten Black Ops to Blops?
Because
that's what's wrong with our fucking society these days.
I
People like
wouldn't
I
know
thought
what
it was
was.
a completely different fucking game. I had no clue. He's like,
I knew that you'd be like, I don't know what that is. I just felt it would work well.
Stupid.
Yeah, and everyone's like noob.
And, like
noob.
Bet you they don't even
no one subscribed to your
30
Twitch
yet.
channel. No one gives a shit. You call it flops or blops or whatever the hell.
Flippity flops. Welcome to Kyle's flippity flop hour.
Get off my
Blops
lawn.
and my flippity flop.
It's a first-person shooter by Cosby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, get no flippity flops. You know.
And what's the final level?
No, it's the cut
Yeah.
scene at the beginning. It's like
Yeah.
you just see something dropping into a drink, and you're, well, crap. When do I have to drink that?
Real physical.
When do I have to drink that to build that like suspense the whole game?
Yeah, you take out terrorists with sweaters and roofies.
Yeah. Kevin Spacey shows up and fucks the shit out of your mouth.
I don't understand the Kevin Spacey.
He
link.
was
I don't
in-
either,
He was
but-
in Black Ops 1, right? He was and wasn't he?
Yeah,
Black
I
Ops
haven't
was in
played
the-
Blops.
The campaign for Blops 2.
Yeah.
Blops
Yeah.
1.
I think it was Blops 2.
Blops 1.
stupid.
Because I got it when
Can
I got
we just
my nuts cut
stop?
off.
Can we stop saying blops?
When I got my shit cut, I had to go and I downloaded. I went and bought the game.
I like how it got really quiet.
Yeah.
When-
It's because everyone wants to say blops right after he says, "I got my shit
yeah,
cut."
yeah.
I was sitting there and for 2 weeks,
No.
watching my balls
It wasn't-
because I wasn't got the vasectomy.
No, it wasn't the
I was
first
playing
one.
Blops.
Because in House of Cards, they had him playing it, and it wasn't Inception where he was watching himself. Because he was on the one after that.
I'm not that deep into it.
Yeah.
I've not dropped acid in many years, so I guess I can't remember that.
Well, no. One of the funny things was in House of Cards, he plays Call of Duty.
He plays Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I know that.
on the show. So,
But then
Do they call it blops on the show?
No.
No, yeah,
Pretty sure he's like, yeah, it's playing Blops. I didn't get your call.
And then his wife smacks the shit out of him.
yeah. But yeah, so far the game's fun. I like the fact that that multiplayer was instantly playable at an enjoyable level from the start.
Did they?
Oh, we should play. You haven't played much multiplayer?
No, I've got maybe like 3 maps.
Awesome. So we should play, but you need to start the queue up. That way I play with a bunch of noobs again.
Sure.
Did you? Did they fix the thing where you can unlimited jump high and just all that shit?
You cannot fly in this game. No, this isn't the Matrix.
So in Black Ops, the I guess the one that came out a year ago, you have that gravity suit or whatever.
No. That was modern,
You got like a double jump.
That was modern something. Like
And you can like run
you
on
had a
walls,
rocket
which
pack.
is kind of
It
intense.
wasn't Black Ops.
Sounds like low
That's not
gravity
Black
from
Ops?
Unreal
No,
Tournament.
that was
2000.
that was the Call of Duty in between the Black Ops releases. This one has an element of that.
Oh,
You
okay,
have this little suit on you that you can run on walls, and you have like a double jump.
Because I hated that. Because that's all. The entire game was just like fucking target practice of people
Right.
jumping
Yeah,
up
but
and down.
but
And I
you're
was
not
like,
you're not
whatever.
flying in a jetpack like they did in the. It wasn't Modern Warfare. It was Advanced Warfare. or something like
Advanced
that.
Warfare. There you go.
But this one, it's very limited.
I
and then
gotcha.
they like
'Cause
they
it was
clip. So
unlimited.
like if you jump off something and you're like, oh, I can jump over this building. You just like go into an invisible wall and you're like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's none of
So
that crazy stuff.
even with like all the elements like wall running and stuff like that, you don't really get overrun by that technique a lot.
Okay, yeah, because it was.
there's
it
a
was,
couple of levels that
There's some dudes like if you watch online, like some dudes take advantage of that and they're like acrobatic as hell.
Yeah, it was completely rampant. It was almost unplayable at certain points.
No, this isn't like. So we played a game called Destiny, which was broken as shit.
Yeah, I remember
for multiplayer.
I've seen Destiny. I've never played it.
It was horrific. It was horrible.
I hear it was the same
apparently
thing over and over
they
and
added
over again.
some more shit to it. Like they're trying to get people back.
Good luck. I'm done with that game. I was done with that game a long time ago.
And you have to go to like the tower to trade all your points in.
Yeah,
or
it
something
was a
like
ridiculous system. And then like for everyone that bought in early and played like the first game and the first 2 expansions or whatever, they made a second like a Destiny, like a full blown expansion, the Taken King or something like that. And they're like, oh yeah, by the way, all the year 1 players, fuck you, all your weapons are dumb, and we're gonna go ahead and like neuter all those things, and you have to pay more than the people who are starting the game to begin with. For the Taken King, if you were buying the Taken King off the bat, they gave you that game and all of the previous releases for like a third of the price that everyone else for year 1
I
had
hate
paid.
when they do that.
And
there's
then
a lot
all
of games
the
doing
stuff that you
now.
paid, all the stuff that you played for to acquire was neutered to force you to try to get the new stuff. So it's like, no, well, I'm done with this game.
Yeah, I didn't play like I played a little bit of the second expansion, and then I was just like, no.
Well, as soon as we got into the second expansion, we're like, oh, we got like what 15 minutes new content for $35 or something like that.
Yeah, so you're like, I'm battling that same thing with that battle, that Warhammer, Total War Warhammer I was talking about, because apparently they are in like post-production of the game itself, but it hasn't released until early next year, and they already have DLC content available.
Yeah.
So it's like, instead of you rolling all this patch that you're going to sell that includes one of the big races that everyone wants to play with the game that hasn't come out yet, and they're almost both done before the initial game release, you want to do DLC right off the bat.
DLC is the new way to rip everyone off, though. Like that's how you extract money or extort money from your fan base.
Yeah.
For one, everyone's gonna pre-buy. Months before the game comes out, which is a mistake. Stop giving people money for things they haven't finished yet.
Yeah, I agree.
And then they're going to rope you into all the DLC after the fact, because it's like, well, they're on the hook now. If they want to make the game playable, you have to buy 3 expansion packs after the damn thing comes out.
Yeah, what just happened to us having to pay a monthly fee to play a game? Like, I would prefer, like I remember, like we'd never do that again. That's bullshit. And then now it's like, oh, if you want to be where you actually have legs and can walk around in the game, you have to buy this add-on. And
yeah, your legs.
But now they game the system now to where it's like, well, you can spend 6 months playing this game, or you can just pre-buy. You can
well, like Guild Wars 2 had it to where you could buy points from their website, and then inside the game you can turn those gems into gold. So they had a built-in way for you to buy gold, to buy in-game items with, versus having to go from a gold seller like we used to for
which it worked well because
games.
you had people in the guild that like all they did was sit in their parents' basement eating Cheetos, playing Guild Wars, and then you had people that had real lives and real jobs, and you're just like, hey, I really want that thing.
I'll buy it from you, $20.
What's your PayPal? send me this.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm more willing to pay for something like Black Ops, because the game experience for DLC, like the DLC part of it is not the main factor that's going to keep the game playable.
It's just new
like
maps.
They don't like completely fuck up the gameplay from the start, and they're like, oh, well, we revised everything.
We're going to fix it with DLC 1.
Yeah, we released poorly coded we released the game prematurely, but you paid for it anyway. But if you want the game to be playable for you, you have to buy the DLC now. All the DLC for Black Ops is map packs.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. Like I bought
they have the random like skins and
well,
stuff.
You know, that's essentially
gun skins and stuff like that.
It's
but
all
it's not
uncool.
But
the
essentially
core,
what like Civilization
does
too. Civilization, you buy the core game, and then the next year they come out with, a Brave New World expansion. Then the next time you go in there and like, how like in Magic, the Magic you can buy off Steam, Magic the Gathering game, you can actually go through and buy different decks that are in there and add them to your same concept. Like I've just, with the Steam sale for, Black Friday, I got the whole big pack of Civ 5 with everything. It was like $12. Bad thing about that, I had the core game and I had the first expansion, but I had to buy the core game. I bought the whole pack again, and it's like you can't gift the game away. You can't gift.
You used to be able to.
Yeah, they just stopped that on those big sales for a lot of that stuff.
That makes sense though, because you're getting it at a fraction of the cost. It's like I'd rather eat getting extra copies of that game.
Yeah, but for me it was bad because like the maps I wanted, there were like 6 maps I didn't have, and they were like $2 a piece. So I was like, all right, $12, or it was $11.75 to buy the pack. So I saved a quarter, and I couldn't gift like most of the game away.
Yeah, but I mean, you probably got stuff that you didn't really care to have, but you have now, right?
Oh no, I only needed like 6 packs for that game.
So back to the Warhammer. Have you heard of Warhammer: The End Times of Vermintide?
No.
So that one was recently gifted to me because apparently I have to play that.
Yeah, to catch you up, Warhammer, the thing that we thought was awesome with all the models and everything when we were in like 8th grade, it's now like a game, like a RPG.
Do you remember Total War?
I played an MMO.
There was a series essentially Total War. They did Total War Rome. They did Total War Shogun.
Oh, isn't that where you're just
you control the military, but you can zoom down into the units and like in like Civilization,
I played Civilizations.
You know how you make like a phalanx unit?
Yep.
And in your game, in Civilization, that's one unit attacking another one unit.
Yep.
Well, it was that same concept, but you zoom down into that phalanx because that's a unit of men.
Yeah.
And you can control how it acts. So you can like, okay, I want this part of the phalanx to...
Yeah, I've done that.
So yeah, basically they're coming out next year with Warhammer.
Rise of Nations.
Same concept.
Yeah, Rise of Nations.
But yeah, Total War's been doing it for years, and next year they release a Warhammer version of their game with all the magical elements and all that.
Is it going to have that whole thing where? How are they going to handle? Because what was it? You had like a disc and you had like tape measures and shit.
Oh, I don't know.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, like the mechanics of like the tabletop game, you had.
Yeah, you don't need any of that. This is like a straight up like they build the maps for you.
That's good.
They do.
But you have like the heroes. I don't know if you played Warcraft. But, like,
I've seen it.
When Warcraft 3 came out, they introduced heroes. So like you would spawn not only your guys that would attack, but like a leader for them.
Okay.
So like they have these massive like squads where you're like, that troll that's 40 feet tall is leading that group of archers.
I gotcha.
So you can do cool stuff like that, and then you can control them individually. But
Rise of Nations was
it
much
was good.
Fun. I love Rise of Nations Thrones and Patriots. I think it was called. I love that expansion. We would play. Man, we would have 5 to 7 hour games easily, and we wouldn't do it because if you played till the end until you reach the nuke age, first person with nuke wins.
Yeah.
So we would just play up until gunpowder, and then everyone would attack. I mean, you couldn't attack until you were at gunpowder.
So you'd wait one skill to get what you needed for cannons.
Yep.
And then roll.
Attack. It was so
you don't
much
even wait
fun.
for artillery. Just cannons and go.
I loved it.
I'm actually playing a game of Civ 5 right now at home.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I played it for about an hour or two today. So.
It's so much just to fire up and just
Have you played the new expansions?
I haven't played it.
They add tourism to it now. Yeah. So like you can take over a civilization with tourism. They added archaeology to it, so you can actually build archaeologists and go dig up things.
Badass.
And you have options like when you get a writer or an artist or someone like that, usually you were like, okay, spawn an age or like build the thing.
Yeah.
Well, now like your amphitheater you create has work slots. So like you spawn an artist, he creates a work, and it goes in.
What does
your
that
building.
give you? Just
tourism. That's what people come to view.
Oh.
So, but it also gives you culture per item, just per turn. So it's kind of interesting that culture's been that one since Civ 3. They've been kind of changing to feel like they've advanced it when they've added other things. They've split off other things from it, but it was really cool. And then they have a lot of scenarios with it too. So it's like they'll set you up in this scenario. This is what they expect you to be able to do.
I got you.
So that was kind of fun.
That's pretty cool.
Because I mean, mostly for me, it's about that time when I'm at gunpowder where I'm trying to decide which way I want to win.
Yep.
Like I can win religious, I can win cultural, I get space, however. And they've added like tenets. There's a world council now. So you can actually vote on things. So you can bring something up where you're like, okay, I want to do a world fair. And then the people who put their most production towards that fair get trophies in it or host it, and that gives them benefits. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
It makes it pretty deep now.
Yeah, I love that game. I was playing that game the night we were playing for I just built a machine, like the best AMD machine I ever built, like forever ago. It was like a 3200 Barton core, and I was like, "Oh, this machine's fucking awesome!" And so we played for fucking hours, and then we left Tank's house at the old apartment, the Cressington Apartments.
Yeah,
and my car was being towed because I parked, and it was at like 4:00, and the record driver was like, "Fucking seriously?" And he was aggravated that we were even there. And the reason it got towed is because I parked next to the dumpster that you can only see the lines. They put it like, don't park here. Whenever he took it with his like 1987 Polaroid camera and it lit up, and it was like, if you looked at it in the light that I had to park in, you didn't see it. But the moment he showed you the picture, it just looked.
Well, of course, flash is on.
Lit up.
It's like, sir, my head doesn't have flash on it.
Like,
so
yeah, I had
it's like the CSI crime scene with the stuff that lights up.
I had to run across the street to a bank and get like $100, and that's when where did we work? Convergys? No, I worked at Randall's, so $100 was like 2 months' pay. So I was like, Jesus Christ! And I just spent $300 on a processor.
Nice.
So I was like, well, there goes fucking everything I can do for the next year and a half.
Yeah, hopes, dreams, everything, food.
Like buying a box of Magic cards was a life-changing event.
Oh,
back
God.
then.
We talk about that all the time. Like, I don't know how we paid for anything else.
Yeah.
We worked maybe 20 hours a week.
Oh, yeah.
And bought nothing but Magic cards and played that all day.
Oh, I worked way more than 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
Oh, we did, dude. We get VGH. We're like, hey, let's go play. Let's
there's
go.
working and there's getting paid.
Yeah.
Those are two different things.
I got paid a lot.
Well, I remember my last stint there with you guys. I'd just come and sit with you because I had all my queues wired over to Florida.
Yep.
So we would just sit there and talk Magic, and Trevor would come up like, dude, how are you never on the phone? Go figure it out.
I love that time when it was Thanksgiving and we were all there. And it literally was 9 of us. And it was this one little squirrely dude who was it was Brandon. Brandon Shores. I felt so bad.
He's a squirrely dude?
No, there's like 2 phases of Brandon. There's Brandon as we know him, and Brandon before anyone knew him. And he was a completely different person. Like, we had this conversation. One day we were just hanging out, and it got to be a conversation about, like, the early days or whatever like that. And he just goes, "You were that guy. I fucking hated you."
I met Brandon.
And then he shows me his picture of what he looked like before we knew him as we know him now.
Yeah.
The pale Jesus, the manna Jesus.
Yeah. Manna Jesus.
And what he looked like before, I was like, "You were that guy."
And I brought Brandon to Chad because I met Brandon in you remember how they would do those random little
handcuffed?
Yeah.
I like how it was phrased. Like, I brought Brandon to Chad,
right,
for his approval and consideration.
Well, that was pretty much it because we were. Remember they would do those
talking to
little,
the mic, please.
God damn it!
Put it in your mouth.
They would do those little things. They would.
Can you hear me? Is it okay? Can you
yes,
hear me
I can
now?
hear you just fine.
Yeah. When we listen to this afterwards, no one can fucking hear you.
Turn it up. Turn it up in the headphones. You got levels, bro.
Turn my headphones up. Turn my headphones up.
But no, we would have those little training sessions where they would take like a whole row of people and put them into a training, like it wouldn't even be in a training room. It would just fucking be in a fucking hallway or something. And then so Brandon was in one, and I was like, "We never met you before. What's your name?" He's like, "Brandon." I was like, "You look nerdy. You like Magic?" He's like, "I played Magic." And he was pounding around with that weird.
Yeah, it's like looking at someone in the pool hall and going like, "You shoot pool?" Like,
yeah,
I shoot a little pool.
I've been known to.
I've done it once or twice.
And then Brandon just became like, "Oh, you're Brandon. All right, you're cool now. Just come hang out with us." And so we all sat together. That was
a really, really, really long way around saying.
You all did what together?
We sat together.
Okay, I heard slept together. And I was
we all got real naked.
It's like
we all just laid on Neil because at that time Neil was like 9 of me, and I was just laying on top of Neil, and Brandon was too, and we used his hair, and we just rubbed around in his hair.
I always hated it when they tried to tickle me with his hair.
I know, just get you.
I don't remember that at all.
That's because we Cosby'd the shit out of you.
Well,
we just used it as a jizz rag. We just wiped our dicks in your butt.
Juice.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I figured it was going to end soon, so I'd give you a little juice.
I like it.
All right, yeah.
But no,
that's usually how it ends.
Right.
I think back to those days now. I'm like, if I worked Convergys and they tried to VGH me, I'd be upset. Because I need my hours, man. I got ripped.
Oh, God.
I'd get VGH, but I'd spend an hour and a half talking to Vic at the desk.
Oh,
yeah,
like,
we get VGH and just sit in the break room playing Magic for the next 6 hours.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
You didn't leave work. You just logged off.
I love the story. We've said it so many times of the day that Susan B. Anthony saved me and fucking Neil's life. Do you know the Susan B. Anthony story?
I want to
hear this.
I don't think I do.
The Susan B. Anthony
I can only
story
imagine.
is the best story.
It's a good one. Go for it.
We're getting VGH'd. It's about 11 o'clock, and I showed up at 9. Oh, I showed up at 11, and we get VGH'd at around noon.
Yeah, and for people who don't understand what we're talking about,
yeah,
it's voluntary. Go home. Never give a 19-year-old the option
to just go home.
2 hours into your shift, like, hey, just not want to fucking work for the rest of the day? Yeah, let's go.
Peace.
I'm later, bitches. So yeah, we get VGH, and they VGH me, and then Neil's sitting there across me, and he's like, "Dude, see if I can go too." And so I'm like, "Hey, can Neil go too?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, so we just both bounced, and that was Ron Burgundy.
Yeah,
the Anchorman was in theaters. So we're like, "Dude, you want to go see Anchorman?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to go see Anchorman. Let's roll." So he's in the Cherokee.
Yeah,
and we're driving down the road. We took the back way out. I'm not going to go.
We were going to the apartment.
Yeah,
we're
going
Northborough.
to the apartment, and we're sitting there. And then it was the summertime. It was like June or something.
Yeah,
it was hot as shit. And there was a Susan B. Anthony quarter sitting on the dash. And I'm just sitting there like a fucking goon. Like, I'm really having no big work today. Just looking out the window. And Neil's just like, I'm going to fucking burn the shit out of him with that fucking quarter. And then so he just grabs this silver dollar and just right on my neck. And I'm like, motherfucker! And just losing my mind. And I'm flailing. And somewhere in this whole interaction, I knock it into neutral. The longest fucking like center gear shift thing I've ever seen in my life. It was like shifting with a goddamn beach umbrella with a button on it. He's just like, it looked like he's driving an 18-wheeler.
This was not aftermarket. This is the normal shifter that came with the Cherokee.
Damn thing is 39 inches long. And so So I bump it into neutral, and we're sitting there just fucking like, he's like, I burned you. I'm like, fuck you, dick. And I'm like, whatever.
Most accurate Neil impersonation I've ever heard in my life.
I was actually trying to see if I could like burn Susan B. Anthony into his
was.
neck.
Like, have a fucking forever. I was like, I just really like women's studies, man. I'm just real happy they got the vote. Just real happy. I just burned it, man. Just burned it right here into my fucking neck. I love her. Fucking love Susan B. Anthony. So yeah. So so I knocked this shit into neutral. The light turns green, and it's just like vroom. And we just vroom, and Neil's just, I'm just like, your piece of shit car just broke down. And
we both look at each other.
Like,
so
we
we're
both
already
have
like looking at each other like because he's like, your car's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
I was like, well, this is not normal.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he goes, oh, it's in fucking neutral. Dink, no fucking, a second after that, we look up and this car just runs the red light and T-bones the shit out of two cars.
The car that was to the right of us that went when the light turned green.
Like a fucking rube. Fucking loser. Goes straight.
Didn't we even miss the light because we were laughing about
we missed the light and we're just sitting there, we're like, fucking did you see that fucking got T-boned? I'm like, God damn it. And then that fucking big African bitch shows up from Convergence with the fucking Medusa hair. What was her name? Oh, God damn it. What was her name?
I don't know.
Say Miss Amumbo or some shit like that.
Oh.
You know?
Yes.
Fucking the big African bitch. She got the big lip. She shows up out of nowhere. Me and Neil are just like, this is fucking crazy. Look at her. She's fucking talking to him. And then the fucking shit turns green again. And we went.
I sang her name to a drum beat.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah. And she just shows up. Me and Neil's like, what the fuck is she doing here? And so, we just...
she just hopped out at the intersection, or what happened?
She just fucking materialized out of a fucking
it was funny,
bush.
too,
standing out in the middle of the intersection.
I remember how, the burning part.
Yeah.
And then, we figured out, it got kicked in neutral. And it was, the click in was it took longer than normal.
Yeah,
it was like in slow-mo, I guess. It was like, click.
Yeah.
And then, we're just kind of both still laughing about what just happened.
Like, we're dumb.
Well,
and then,
the person behind
the person behind
we didn't even
honks.
make it to the intersection.
So they're pissed.
The person behind honks because we hadn't gone yet.
Yep.
And I remember when, they T-boned... He's yelling at the people behind us. What?
They just got hit, man. We can't go. There's a goddamn bumper car.
This was at Greens Road?
Greens Road?
That same thing happened to us, but not without the T-boning thing. You just have a tendency to flail in vehicles and knock shit into neutral.
Yeah.
it
We went
was
to
right by
McDonald's
Neighbors.
one day.
That Greens Road, Northborough.
Right there.
Right there at Neighbors.
We went
I
to
was
McDonald's
there
one day
today.
and you knocked the Honda into neutral.
I was looking at the old apartments going, what the fuck are we thinking?
But that was the fucking craziest shit.
It was good fun.
I was like, man, that's a good story. I'm going to keep that.
Because I think we were just going to go play Magic at my house for a while.
We were going to watch
Oh, that's right, the
Anchorman.
movie, yeah.
And then we wouldn't pick... Did you go with us?
No.
No.
I was working at that point.
Who did we pick up? We picked up your middle brother.
Dane.
And
So we were going to the apartment to pick him up and then go to the movies.
Yeah. And then we finally went to the movies and watched Anchorman.
Yeah. We're like, hey, we're alive. We might as well enjoy today.
Yeah, I was like, it's a gift, guys. Let's say it's a gift.
It's a gift. Let's go sit for 2 hours in the dark, watch
and
this
my
movie.
fucking neck had a damn burnt Susan B. Anthony circle on my neck for a month.
Susan B. Anthony Hickey is what it was.
That bitch
Burn
sucked.
Hickey.
She sucked hard. It's the reason they gave him the vote.
So yeah, you got to title this episode
Wow.
Susan B. Anthony sucks hard.
That's a done deal. That's a done deal, partner.
No one's listening to this one. They're going to be like...
Well, they better because that last 3 to 5 minutes was really good. You should put up with the other hour.
Dude,
just for that last 3
this
to 5
entire
minutes.
show has been fucking tremendous. If you don't listen to this, then you can go eat a dick. I don't care.
All
this
of
is a
the
good
dicks.
damn show.
All of them.
This
bowl.
is a good damn
And,
show.
you know what?
Oh, actually, wait a second.
You know what to do.
What's it?
Juice.
Juice it, baby.
Yeah.
Everyone cuts out early, not thinking I got to reach over and do some stuff and turn
I guess
some
I am
knobs.
closer now. Is it that one?
Yeah.
See, I was waiting for
There
him
you
to say... I was going to actually just
Play
stop
with them
there.
levels.
So they're like, what was
DJ that shit.
I forgot he gave me access to levels.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Waka waka. All right, ladies.
I don't know if this is a good thing.
This was fun.
What, the Neil has levels?
Watch this. He's going to go up, then down, then down, then up.
Konami code with levels?
He's going to play with it.
Anyway.
Let that Susan B. Anthony suck that dick.
And we end on that.
I think him
Thanks
getting
for
up is
listening.
just doing the mic drop.
Facebook, iTunes, lip sync. You know that shit.
To all a good night.
Happy holidays.